If you think Diddy is the only one turning out his artists, then you are sorely mistaken. Puff Daddy is just one out of many. This includes Dr. Dre, and Birdman. So the first thing we need to talk about is the Dr. Dre tape.
For my private collection, you know what I mean? Snoop was a part of it. Somebody stole this tape from my house. It's a lot of X-rated things on it.
This is like the Tommy Pamela Lee thing.
That's worse than that, man.
At one point, Dr. Dre had a videotape stolen from his quote-unquote private collection in his home. Now, to this day, the people who got their hands on that tape have never come forward, and there are plenty of theories surrounding that situation. The most prominent theory being the people who got that tape are no longer alive. The VHS in question was actually a tape of Dr. Dre along with Snoop Dogg and many other artists associated with Dre participating in some man-on-man activities. This is just another example that goes to show Diddy is not the only one who was doing this type of shit.
We were just talking about this before the show started, about a music videotape that was stolen. Do you want to talk about that now?
Yeah.
Just break it down. What happened?
I mean, it was a videotape that we did at my house just for my private collection. You know what I mean? Snoop was a part of it.
They got it? They got it? They got it?
Somebody stole this tape from my house or something like that, and there's a lot of X-rated things on it, you know. So,
So what? Wait, let's see a second. Snoop, you don't know about this? Remember the tape? You're on it. It's gone.
Bueno?
It's gone. So what happened? You had a party? Someone? Don't you? This is like the Tommy Pamela Lee thing. It's gone. Now it's gonna be out.
It's worse than that, man. It's worse than that, man.
So are we looking for it? Can we say anything? Anybody
Yeah, I
watching?
mean,
Whoever was at Dre's house at that party, you better return that tape.
Please bring it back. Please bring it back. Please bring it back.
Oh my goodness. What do you plan on doing? Is it gonna get out? What are we gonna do?
I mean, if it gets out there, you know, so be it. I'm just letting everybody know. You know, it was out of my private collection. That's all. It wasn't meant to be out there like that. All. It wasn't meant to be out there like that. All
right. Well, let's hope it gets returned in the mail.
Can't kill my pride. Niggas talk a lot of shit, but that's after I'm gone. Cause they fear me in the physical form. Let them be known.
Am I the only one who finds this video call between Diddy and Snoop Dogg suspicious?
Congratulations, King. And great move. You taught me how to play chess, not checkers. Oh man, one of my greatest students. Every time we sit down with each other, we chop it up, and then we go our separate ways. I'm watching. I'm trying to make you proud. Yeah, man, I'm super proud. I was like...
You guys know about Snoop's altercation with Tupac right before his death?
They went to Vegas, and I didn't want to go to Vegas because the vibe wasn't right. So I went to Warren G's house.
There's no dream of making an album with Biggie and Puffy, or none of them. We're not sweating it like that.
This is our family over here. We peacefully coexist.
Tupac said there's no dream of making music with Bad Boy Records. Snoop Dogg agrees. But the very next day, Snoop goes on a radio show and says this.
So I ain't got no issues with Puffy and Biggie. I want to do a song with the niggas. Why did you say that? Because that's how I felt.
Now, obviously, they were on Drink Champs talking about a previous interview done back in the day. Shoot, maybe Eminem was right.
It's the day Diddy admits that he put the hit out, take a pot kill,
Maybe Snoop had something to do with it.
Nobody thought we would show up here.
You taught me how to play chess, not checkers.
There's no dream of making an album with Biggie and Puffy.
This is our family
we peacefully coexist. We peacefully coexist.
Decision that I made to live.
I'm trying to make you proud. You taught me how.
You know, it was Snoop. And Snoop, man. Because I never wanted to believe it. You hear whispers throughout the years and you think that people are, and Snoop and all, I have always had a decent rapport, even though he f***ed me over. Supposed to have been me and you, but, you know, whatever. You know. But Snoop got some answering to do. Because if you were capable of doing what they're saying that you did to Tupac, why the f wouldn't we believe that you were capable of doing it to Nip because he was about to eclipse you?
Doing regular shit, and it feels great. So we coming to y'all live. If y'all driving on Sunset, beat the horn. Yeah. Be on the lookout. You got the key.
Oh, Juice is just perfect. That's that next thing that just made complete sense to you.
It's like it's a layup. It's like it's right there.
And look where we at in our careers. Look at our age. Look at what we've done, and we still love each other. So why not do something together? Like, a lot of times people been in a relationship for 30 years, can't talk to a motherfucker, can't hang out, can't go visit. We actually love each other, so why not do some shit together? I'm doing great business, he doing great business. Let's stop and do some business together. What's wrong with that?
There's a Dr. Dre, there's Snoop, but when you put that "and" together, that's something totally different.
Like, we're better together. Right. You know, I can't go on stage without Snoop and be serious about what I'm doing. Of course, I've been on stage with other people and shit like that, and it's been fun, and we've done some really great shit. But, you know, us together, it's always magical. I think Jimmy said it best. It's like, it's Keith and Mick. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's Bono and Age. That's what it is.
Hey, when you
it's just a certain thing that happens when we're together.
What I love about Dr. Dre is when he work with you, he finna learn everything.
Now we need to talk about D-Brad. Remember him? He was a former BET producer who was talking about Diddy and other producers way before anybody else was doing it. And one of the most interesting things that he talked about was rappers with face tattoos. He said the reason why these rappers were getting face tattoos was because they were attempting to recapture parts of their masculinity after being involved in debaucherous activities with their producers. Now this was long before the SoundCloud era. This was during a time when very few rappers got face tattoos. But when you go back and look at the rappers who did get face tattoos during this time period, it is very telling of the situations that they were in. Most notably The Game and Lil Wayne. When you take into account the things that D-Brad along with Gilly the Kid were saying, it's pretty obvious what these rappers were going through at the hands of their producers. And it shines a light on an industry-wide problem. It wasn't just Diddy doing this, it was most likely happening at every single label in the music industry. These producers would get their hands on young artists and for whatever reason involve them in debaucherous activities that were most likely captured and documented via videotape. As we've seen with Diddy and with Dr. Dre, this evidence definitely exists in some capacity.
Snoop, you don't know about this? Remember the tape? You're on it. It's gone.
Bueno?
It's gone. So what happened? You had a party? Someone, don't you? This is like the Tommy Pamela Lee thing. It's gone. Now it's going to be out.
It's worse than that, man.
So are we looking for it? Can we say anything? Anybody
Yeah, I
watching?
mean, if
Whoever
you-
was at Dre's house at that party, you better return that tape.
Please bring it back.
Oh my goodness. What do you plan on doing? What is it gonna get out? What are we gonna say?
I mean, if it gets out there, you know, so be it. I'm just letting everybody know, you know. It was out of my private collection. That's all. It wasn't meant to be out there like that.
All right. Well, let's hope it gets returned in the mail. Let's go back to Dr. Dre 2001. You collaborate with a lot of people. Snoop's bugging right now. We're gonna be in commercial. Snoop's gonna be like, I can't believe the tape is gone. You collaborate with a lot of people on the record. We just saw Exhibit out there.
Oh yeah, my man Exhibit, X to the Z.
Yeah, he's back here. Mary J.
Mary J. Blige, yeah, she blessed me. You know what I'm saying? She
Talk about the message, maybe.
Yeah, she did the song and asked for no payment, nothing. She just went in there and did it, and I love her for that, straight up.
She is great, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely. Cool. You need me, call me.
You know which rap legends were discovered by Dr. Dre? Number 1, Snoop Dogg. Dr. Dre first discovered Snoop Dogg when he heard his mixtape. Impressed by his talent, Dre invited Snoop to audition for his record label, Death Row Records. In 1992, Snoop Dogg released his debut album Doggy Style under Death Row Records, featuring the hit single Who Am I, which became a global sensation. Number 2, Eminem. After listening to Eminem's album Infinite, Dre was impressed by Eminem's talent and invited him to California to create music together. together. In 1999, they produced Eminem's breakthrough album, the Slim Shady LP, which won multiple Grammy Awards. Their collaboration peaked with the 2001 hit Forgot About Dre, number 3, 50 Cent. Around 2002, Dr. Dre heard 50 Cent's mixtape, Guess Who's Back, and was impressed by his talent. He signed 50 Cent to his record label, Aftermath Entertainment. Together, they produced 50 Cent's debut album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', which was released in 2003 to critical acclaim and commercial success. Number 4. The game Dr. Dre was introduced to the game by his half-brother Big Phase 100. Dre was impressed by the game's talent and signed him to Aftermath Entertainment. The game's debut album, The Documentary, produced by Dr. Dre, achieved both commercial and critical success. Number 5. Kendrick Lamar. Dr. Dre heard one of Kendrick Lamar's mixtapes and was immediately impressed by his talent. He signed Kendrick to Aftermath Entertainment and produced his debut album, Good Kid, M.A.A.D. City. The album received widespread acclaim and helped Kendrick become one of the most outstanding hip-hop artists of his generation. Dr. Dre's keen eye for talent and exceptional music production skills have undoubtedly brought many legendary figures to the hip-hop world, and his influence continues to grow.
What I love about Dr. Dre is when he work with you, he finna learn everything about you.
Snoop, you don't know about this? Remember the tape? You're on it. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. Whoever was at Dre's house at that party, you better return that tape.
Please bring it back.
What do you plan on doing? Is it gonna get out? What are we gonna do?
I mean, if it gets out there, you know, so be it. I'm just letting everybody know, you know. It was out of my private collection. That's all. It wasn't meant to be out there like that.
All right, well, let's hope it gets returned in the mail.
The VHS in question was actually a tape of Dr. Dre along with Snoop Dogg and many other artists associated with Dre participating in some man-on-man activities.
Thank you for watching the video to the end. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. This rabbit hole is deep, and I'm digging. Peace.